In this video, I'm going to explain 4 principles backed by science for maximizing fat burning whilst fasting. You most likely have never heard about these principles in this way. Stay tuned because number 4 is something many people commonly do not get right. Plus, there is a bonus tip that when you apply, it will work with and support all the 4 principles to accelerate everything. First off, you need to understand that there are 2 types of fat, brown fat and white fat. Both are excess, but they are far from equal. The dangerous white, stubborn visceral fat is the type of fat that stores calories and energy. White fat is buried in your organs and is extremely unhealthy. Brown fat is in lesser amounts and burns fat for fuel. Brown fat has an abundance of something called mitochondria. Science says this is the driver of heat production and fat burning. What we know from science is that fasting will turn white fat into brown fat. This is particularly good because brown fat is much easier to burn. In 2018, researchers from Germany and Finland found that brown fat interacts with a gut hormone called secretin that tells the brain the body is full during a meal, which helps control food intake. When brown fat and secretin work together, the brain stops feeling hungry. Now, here are the 4 keys to maximize fat burning whilst fasting. Key number 1 is to mix up your length of fasting and make sure to do at least one 36-hour fast per week. Mixing up your fasts will keep your body guessing, making it harder to adapt, which will increase fat burning. This mimics our primal ancestors. Do a variety of lengths of fast and make it fit with your schedule for adherence and sustainability. Think long term. For example, fast for an average of 13 to 15 hours most of the week. Then throw in a 17 to 24 hour length fast and do a mandatory 36-hour fast once per week. Mixing up and extending the length will trigger autophagy. This is a process in which cells recycle unneeded or damaged parts of themselves to create new parts and supply energy for cell survival. Number 2. Work out earlier in the day to manage cortisol and stress levels. Exercise in the morning will balance you hormonally. This prevents the storage of fat and cortisol. Cortisol peaks 1 to 2 hours after waking up. Cortisol is an energizing hormone, so we need to use it. An early workout will give you the endorphins you need to feel great and manage stressful situations during the day. If you happen to run across a stressful event, get up and move, even if it is just for a minute or 2. Go for a short walk or do air squats. Key number 3. Build muscle by lifting heavy weights and add a 10 minutes daily session of HIIT. HIIT. High intensity interval training. Push muscle fatigue with heavy resistance and lower reps. We know from science that lifting heavy weights will accelerate muscle growth. Along with the resistance training, do a 10-minute session of HIIT, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. You'll need to push yourself with exercises such as air-sucking burpees, squat jacks, or jump rope. These type of workouts will really rev up your metabolism, increase human growth hormone, and maximize autophagy. And lastly, eat more protein. Protein builds muscle. Science says have 1 gram per pound of body weight. When you eat enough protein, we stimulate something called mTOR. Studies have shown that mTOR is essential for proper metabolic regulation. And here is a bonus tip. Take a cold shower or plunge at least once per week. A minimum of a 1-minute cold shock will reduce stress, boost recovery, and reduce inflammation. You will feel invigorated and renewed afterwards. It will increase the brain's sensitivity to endorphins and give you better focus, vigilance, and mood. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And as always, stay fasted and fulfilled.